Hey everyone, Arlene here with Tutorial Thursday for LLLC Crafts. I want to share a triple easel card with you guys, and I'll show you exactly how to create this. And the base of the card was created using LLLC Crafts Stitch Nested Circles die set. I'm going to be using the 5 largest circles of the set, so I'm not going to be using the 2 smallest ones here. And then I'm using some other dies from LLLC Crafts shop, and I'll share those with you in a second here. But it's a super cute card. It stands up just like an easel card, if you're familiar with easel cards, so you can set it right on your desk, and it goes from small, medium to large. It's so cute. Let me go ahead and show you what you need. You'll need cardstock. So whatever cardstock that you use to create your cards, you want a not so flimsy one so that your card stands up really nice. But you're going to need 6 total sheets of cardstock. This one is 4 by 8, and you're going to score it right down the middle at 4. And then you'll need a 3.5 by 7 scored right down the middle at 3.5. And then this is 3 by 6 scored right down the middle at 3. And then we're going to be cutting out circles for the layers for the base of the card. So you'll need a 4 by 4, a 3.5 by 3.5, and a 3-inch. Okay? And so the larger pieces here, you want to go ahead and score them down the middle. Okay, so I'm just going to use my bone folder here to score it down the middle. And you're going to do that for all 3 pieces. I tried to get as much of this the stuff ready so I could just build the card for you guys, so you don't have to see me die cutting and stuff like that. But for this part, I wanted to show you how to do it. Okay, so let's start with the largest piece. So you're going to take the largest cardstock that you have, which is the 4 by 4, and you're going to take your largest die from the Stitch Nested Circles die set, and you're going to die cut it so that a little bit of the die is not on the paper right at the crease, because you don't want to die cut the fold, because you want, let me show you exactly why, because you want to make sure that the card opens and closes exactly like this. So you need to create a, I guess, a binding. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of eyeball it and just put a little bit of a crescent space right there of the circle, and I'm going to go run it through my die cutting machine. And I'm going to do that with all 3 of the sheets. Now it's going to just graduate up one size. So for the 3.5 by 3.5, I'm going to use the second to the largest circle. And then for the 3 by 3, I'm going to use the third to the largest circle. Okay, so I'll be right back. While I was over there, I went ahead and cut out the layers, the circle layers for the card. Now these circle layers are these pieces, this piece right here, the base layer that goes onto the folded piece. And then I actually cut out some additional layers because you can see I did a bunch of layering on my card. I did chocolate cardstock, craft cardstock, and then my designer paper. And so these are just one size smaller than each of these brown ones, okay, from the nesting circle set, okay, just like that. Okay, so this is what you end up with when you run your circles, your circle die through the die cutting machine with the folded piece, okay, with the crease up here. And again, it's the 3 largest circles that you want to do that with. And what you want to go ahead and do now is get your bone folder, and you want to open up your circle fold, and you want to fold one side in halfway. Okay, so you want to do it just where it touches the crease, and then use your bone folder to get that crease going. Okay, so that's what it looks like. You're going to do the same thing for the other 2, and I'm going to speed this up here so we don't take up too much time. Okay, so once you have those done, what you want to do is take some really strong tape. I'm using score tape, and you're going to apply score tape back here. Okay, so now what you do is you take off the backing of your score tape and get your circle, and you're going to line it up. Okay, so here's the fold. You're going to line it up right on the fold so that the circle lays right on top of, there we go. Okay, so just like that. Okay, so this is one easel. This is the largest easel, okay? You're going to do the same thing for all 3 of them. And I'm going to fast forward this. Once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and put this layer on. Okay, since I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and add the design paper too. Again, it's a circle smaller. That's what's nice about the nested circles, is you'll always have the circles exactly the perfect size, bigger or smaller. So once you have that done, I'm taking my Tim Holtz ruler. What I like about it is it has the center point, so you can mark a center point in any of your projects, and that's exactly what we want to do. So here's the fold, the easel, right? What I want to do is I want to find the center of this base here, because I'm going to be adhering down this right in the halfway mark. Okay, so let me just find out where the middle is here. Okay, there we go. And then I'm just going to use my pencil to mark that. And then on the back side of the medium piece, you want to go ahead and put score tape right at the crease. Right there. And then I just use my ATG for the rest of it. Okay. So now you want to find your middle point there, which is nice because you have your little pencil mark. So you just go ahead and lay that down. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, there's the 2 parts. Now we have to do the same thing with this smaller piece. Okay, we want to put score tape right on the crease here. Sorry, I'm off the camera. Here we go. So I'm just going to line it up with that mark and just lay it down. Okay. All right, so here we go. That's exactly how it's going to look. Okay, now we just need to decorate it. And I'm just going to speed this part up. But first, before I speed this part up, let me show you which dies that I used from La La Land Crafts. Okay, so here's the completed card. So the flowers or the leaves that I used here is the open leaf flourish, and what I do is I just bend the leaves up from the center to give it a little bit of dimension. Okay, just like that. All right, and then the flowers that I used are from the medium small rose, rolled rose die set, and this is what they look like. They're so fun to make. Sorry, it's like evening already, so it's kind of dark, so you can't really see the chocolate one, but you can see the pink one there. Okay, if it's focusing, there we go. All right, and then what's holding the easel down, the small easel card down, is the butterfly, and this is from the Butterflies set 1. It's just one of the butterflies. There's 2 butterflies that come in the set. And then what I did is I popped the center out. I cut one in pink and one in chocolate. And then I'm going to be putting the chocolate heart that I popped out in the pink one, and then the pink one in the chocolate one. Just like that. And this is the heart fan die. This is what the die looks like. I cut it out in pink, and what I did is I adhered that to the back of my top layer. You can see it there. Just to add a little bit of, a little touch there of the kind of the daintiness of, it's kind of like a doily, which is really nice. I like that. And then I just cut a sentiment out of the paper collection that I'm using. And that is about it. So let me put this card together. And I'm going to fast forward this, guys, so you don't have to watch the whole thing. you have it. You can also tug on your butterflies a little bit to give it more dimension. There we go. And so here's the original card, and here is the tutorial card. So hope you like it, hope you give it a try. So thank you so much for watching. Check out the La La Land Crafts blog. I'll have the link down below. Happy Thursday, everyone. Bye.